Rock and roll.
Good evening, everyone. I am Cricket Lot, your host for the evening, and it is Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. And tonight we are going to talk about frequency. And I am going to share my screen here. Share screen. Oh, you don't want to see my email. Okay, PowerPoint. Frequency. What is it and why in the world do I care what it is? So just essential oils have worked so well for me. And one of the reasons for that is the frequency of them. And that is why you care, because we're going to explore some aspects of frequency and what that means to you. So we have two volunteers. Linda and Cheryl have agreed to volunteer. They aren't, it's not going to hurt. So, and I'm going to tell them what the script is. So, while they're getting ready, they don't have anything to get ready for, but everything has frequency, right? The chair, the lights. Ask somebody who gets migraines because they have fluorescent lights in their office. That's a frequency that's affecting their brain. Trees, flowers, your body, every organ in your body vibrates at a different frequency. So keeping the correct frequency is the key to great health. So Cheryl, you're going to be my subject number one. So you can unmute yourself. And did you drink coffee this morning?
Absolutely.
You got to say no.
No.
No, that's the correct answer.
Of course I didn't.
Of course not. Okay. So hold on to those very scientific testing things you have here. And we'll see what your body is measuring right now. So those are her testing, what do they call those things? Drumsticks or whatever. Okay, so you're measuring 66 megahertz, perfectly normal for a human body. Okay, now just hold on to this nice cup of coffee. And we're going to just let you hold on it for 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. And then we're going to retest you again. Now you're at 58 megahertz. Okay, that's a decrease of 8 megahertz. Oh, I did it backwards. I was going to have Linda do you have an essential oil there?
Me?
Yeah. We're going to pretend that she's smelling an essential oil while she holds onto those testing. That's all right, Cheryl. It doesn't matter. She's going to make it real. All right. So continue to hold those testing drumsticks, and she's smelling an essential oil for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. And now she's back to 66 megahertz. Woohoo! All right, Cheryl. Thank you very much. So we know essential oils can affect our body's frequency, right? Thank you. So this is an actual for real test that was done by Young Living and I can't remember his name, but a scientist that has this frequency testing machine. So now, Linda, did you drink coffee this morning? And the correct answer is? Trying to.
No.
All right. Okay, and so now we're going to have her hold on to her very scientific testing devices. And you're testing at, whoops, 66 megahertz also, pretty similar to Cheryl's. And that's a pretty average for a person, 66 megahertz. So now I want you to take a little sip of this delicious and nutritious Get My Morning Started coffee. Okay, so she takes a little sip. Now she's testing 52 megahertz. Wow, that's a drop of 14 points. Quite a lot different than just the 8 points from just holding the coffee. But sorry, Linda, no essential oils for you. So let's see how long it takes you to get back to normal. So 1 day passes. You're up to 57. That's good. What were you at? 52. So you
52.
went up 5. 2 days passed. Now you're at 63. 3 days passed, and now you're finally back to 66 megahertz. It took 3 days for her to get back to her normal range without essential oils. So those of you that drink coffee every day, what does that mean to you? You're either never getting back to normal, or your oils are fighting a losing battle because they have to raise your frequency every day when you drink that coffee. So thank you, Linda and Cheryl, for being our test subjects. I hope that didn't hurt too much. Okay, what else was found when they used this very expensive machine to test frequency on people? Well, they found a correlation between thoughts and frequency. For many of you, that is not a big surprise. Probably most of you in this group. Negative thoughts decrease your frequency by 12 megahertz, more than holding on to a cup of coffee. 12, that's huge. Why is that huge? Look at this chart. So your human brain is 72 to 90 megahertz. The human body is 62 to 68 megahertz. You drop, when you have a cold, you drop to about 58. Flu, you go down to about 57. So if you're at 62 and you drop 12, you're down to 50. And 50 is, there's flu symptoms. Candida is 55. Epstein-Barr is 52. Cancer's 42. Death begins when you're at 25 megahertz. So excuse me. What about positive thoughts? Positive thoughts raise your frequency by about 10 megahertz. Whoops. So does a 10 megahertz put you in a better place? Certainly, of course. Even better, prayer and meditation raised it by 15 points. So on your knees, everybody, or on your yoga mat and meditate, right? So, because here's the truth of it. You can't live a positive life with a negative mind. So are you thinking thoughts about, I'm never going to get over this illness, or my business is never going to succeed, or any of those kind of negative things? I'm sure I'm going to catch a flu this season. Get those positive thoughts flowing and raise your frequency and improve your life. So frequency is huge. I want to give you a taste of it so you'll want to explore it on your own, okay? Remember when I told you each organ in your body has its own frequency? Well, essential oils also have a frequency. So oils resonate at the same frequency as an organ, and that will support the organ in its proper level of frequency. So it supports it to maintain its health. So the heart has a certain frequency. Aroma Life is meant to support heart health. Dr. David Stewart, in his book, The Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple. I should have had that book. That book is about this thick. I don't know what he means by made simple, but it's a fat book. He asked the question, how is it that therapeutic grade essential oils resonate with all the right frequencies that address our mental health, our spiritual health, our emotional health, and our physical needs? All different frequencies. Is it an accident? A coincidence? No. It goes back to Genesis 1. God said, let there be light, and there was light. In other words, God spoke his creation into being. He vibrated it into being. He imbued it with his word. What is light but in a spectrum of frequencies? So the light has frequency too. And on the third day of creation, we find the same process. And God said, let the earth put forth vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees of every kind. And it was so. And God saw that it was good. In other words, God imbued the plants with his very vibrations, his intelligent word. So if we make essential oils from those plants, do they not also have his vibrations? They do if we use the plants and treat them with care, low temperatures, low pressures. Synthetic oils don't have these vibrations because they're created in a lab. So a lot more can be said about this, but I'm sure you want to know about the frequencies of particular oils. So each piece of the frequency spectrum covers a different aspect of support. So the physical support oils are in the range of 46 to 84. The emotional oils have a range and so forth. And I'll show you a chart in a second here with that. And I'll supply you that chart if you want it. So abundance. Let's talk about that. It's a frequency about the same as your brain. So one of the things that it can help with is to help your mind relax and you let go and allow in what you need, both metaphorically and literally, because your thoughts have a frequency that attracts. For it says in the Bible, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So when you're meditating on good things, you're letting those things into your life. Abundance gives you a chance to allow your thoughts to open as you accept the abundance that's all around you. It helps you shift your thinking from what limits you to what you know is available to you. Okay, what about peppermint? It's a physical oil with a frequency of about 78 megahertz. Almost everyone loves peppermint, almost. In addition to supporting healthy digestion, it can invigorate for an awesome workout or to keep you awake. Physical, okay? It can be relaxing. Peppermint also has an enhancing property to other oils, so it's great to layer on top of other oils. So let me share this with you. So this, I can send you this chart on email. It's a PDF. And it gives the oils and their frequencies and whether they're for physical, emotional, spiritual, and then, so it goes through with the oils alphabetically. And then it gives the oils by frequency. So if you want this chart, just text me your email address and I'll email it to you. So there's all the emotional oils. Then there's also this chart, and I'll send you both, that gives a little bit more talk points about it. So abundance, this is just what we talked about. It says most people think it's a high frequency, but it's about the same frequency as your brain. So, and it tells you a way to talk about it. Acceptance, and it tells you a way to talk about it that's compliant, so you can talk to friends or family about it. So that is 6 pages. So it's got, I don't know, 5 or 6 oils on there, 7 oils maybe. So I'll send you both of those if you want those. So, okay, back to our, okay, peppermint. Okay, the next one is thieves. And thieves is both emotional and spiritual. So we know thieves is well known for supporting your immune system, but it also has a frequency for emotional work if you feel unsafe. Many people find the warmth of this oil to be relaxing in a way that calls up a sense of the familiar and the safe. So, and who knows what oil has the highest frequency of all? Anybody know?
Frankincense.
Frankincense? No. Idaho blue spruce. They used to say it's rose, and rose has a very high frequency, but Idaho blue spruce is very grounding, and it's a wonderful oil to use if you want to feel safe and secure and cuddled. Like solid, you want to feel solid. So when we feel like that, we can relax, and our nervous system relaxes too. And at the same time, it will open you to a sense of spirituality and awe. So each oil has its own frequency, and it's worth exploring which will help support the health goals that you have. So that's why that chart is good, because it tells you which ones to use for which thing. So, you know, try new things, see what resonates with you, see what makes you feel better. This just shows a low frequency has a long, slow wavelength, and a high frequency vibrates like this. And Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So meditate, pray over your oils when you're using them, and decide which oil you want based on the frequency chart. So is there anything that anybody wants to look up as far as an oil and see what it is? Do you have a favorite oil that you use?
Lemon.
No?
Lemon? Lemon? one?
Lemon?
Yeah.
Not on the list.
Lavender.
Yeah, lavender is emotional and spiritual, and it's about 118 megahertz. So here's interesting, into the future. I mentioned that a little bit earlier as far as time zone and stuff like that. It's physical and emotional. So that would be a good one to help you get over the time change. Or present time, physical and emotional, 98 megahertz. So it gets your brain and your body on the level that the time zone is now on. Motivation is emotional. You know, sometimes it feels like motivation should be physical, but it's overcoming that mindset of wanting to get things done. So interesting. Panway. Now, this is interesting to me. It's emotional, where I would have thought it was physical because it helps support, you know, sore, tired muscles. So very interesting. So, you know, feel free to let me know that you want me to send you this chart, and I'll just pop it on an email and send it out to you. So was there anything that you had in your mind of what? Okay, citrus oils right here. Was it Evelyn or Cheryl that asked for lemon? Evelyn? Cheryl. Citrus oils are physical and emotional. They're low to mid frequency. So they just kind of grouped them all together. When you saw that we were having a class about frequency, did you have something in your mind that we didn't talk about that you'd like to ask? Some notion of what you thought this might be about?
Well, it was much more metaphysical than I thought it was going to be.
Oh,
I didn't know what you were going to talk about. What was, is this the time we ask questions or no?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, two things. One is that you said the body, humans are only at 66 megahertz. That's what you said at the beginning?
Yeah, 62 to 68, right.
Oh, 66 to
62 to 68, somewhere in that range.
Okay, so then why would the oils be so much higher than the human? Why would we take something that would be more that so high?
Well, if you raise it, I mean, if that's the average that it is.
Mhm.
If you raise it, then you're better.
Oh, I see. To get.
Yeah. And some of them are lower, like look, purification is 46, but I love purification for lots of different things. So that doesn't mean it's gonna necessarily lower your frequency. That's just what it resonates at when it hits your body. So it will go to those things that I don't know if organs resonate at different frequencies besides your overall body too. I don't know what the organ measurements are, so I've never seen a chart with that. Maybe we should Google that.
Well, how would you use it? In a tablet? I mean, a capsule?
Purification?
Any of them?
No, just rubbing them on. I mean, the that test we did with the coffee, holding the coffee, the person, all they did was smell it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So diffuse it, rub it on, smell it, take it internally. It all works.
Look at the cinnamon bark. Man, we all should have it taped to our nose,
There you go.
our upper lip.
Traditionally believed frequency attracts wealth. Maybe we should all wear cinnamon bark.
Yeah. Huh. They're different things. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a whole class that I took on frequency um and essential oils. So did a lot of other things. We did some mantras and that kind of thing. So any other questions, ladies? Could be not related to this, could be something else too.
I always feel like I'm on the verge of getting sick.
Uh-huh.
Like but I fight it off, but I get that feeling like I'm gonna get a cold, but I
Uh-huh.
don't get it. And I never know what to quite take.
So I'd say probably any of the physical oils.
Any physical.
Yeah, any of the ones that are physical on the chart.
Okay.
Or even maybe it's an emotional feeling. So, maybe energy would be a good one, 106 megahertz. Envision and picture that vibrant, healthy body and envision that. So that would combine the physical and emotional. What's that one? Immu power, physical and emotional.
I need that right away.
And that's a good one to rotate with thieves for supporting your immune system.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else? All right, ladies, have a great evening. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, that's.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Here we
Yeah.
are. We're going to stop the recording.